Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Ajeng Febiola Putri Arina with the student number 8320220086 from ESP class H. So today I would like to present a summary of 10 previous studies related to ESP needs analysis. The focus of this presentation is to highlight the main insight, methods, and key findings from two studies. Okay, slide 1 is what is ESP analysis? ESP need analysis is basically a process of identifying what learner needs in learning English for a specific field or profession. It focuses on three important aspects: their necessities, their lack, and their wants. By understanding this point, teacher or institution can design more relevant and effective ESP courses that truly fit student real needs. Slide 2 is general insight. In the general insight, from the 10 studies review, there is one common point. There is a gap between student real English needs and the ESP courses provided. Most learners expect more practical real-world English skill. In general, ESP programs need to be more context-based and communication-focused, especially for professional use. Next slide is most needed skills. Across various fields, speaking and listening are the most needed skills, especially for workplace communication. Reading is also required for academic or professional texts, while writing is needed for emails, report, and documentation. So overall, communication skills are the priority. And the next common challenge. Even though students know the importance of English, they still face some challenges. The most common problems include limited vocabulary, pronunciation difficult, and low confidence in speaking. And many learners also lack exposure to real English communication outside the classroom, which makes progress slower. Next slide is research methods use. Destin studies use different research methods. Some use qualitative methods such as interview and observation. And others use quantitative method through questionnaire and statistical analysis. There are also mixed method studies that combine both approaches, so the findings are quite reliable because they come from different types of research. So in here I have mapped which one use qualitative, quantitative, or mixed method based on the article that I have reviewed. And the next is key findings for number 1 and number 1 until number 3. Okay, for the number 1 is weak in speaking and writing, and the article 2 is English is essential for work. Article 3 is speaking most needed vocab issues. Number 4 is need real hotel communication practice. Number 5 is speaking and listening most needed. Number 6 is prefer practical career-based learning. Number 7 is ESP limited, reading top priority. Number 8 is weak in speaking pronunciation. Number 9 is need listening, reading, and writing. And the last one is listening most important, strong ESP interest. So the 10 article is discussing about Number one is many students are still weak in speaking and writing, and they need more practical ESP learning activities. Number two is English is considered essential for workplace success, especially for communication. Number three is speaking is consistently found as the most important skill, followed by listening. Number five is students prefer ESP learning that is practical, interactive, and connected to their future careers. And the last, reading is important for academic and professional use, especially in fields like nursing and architecture. Next is conclusion. Okay, for the conclusion is ESP courses must be aligned with learners' real needs. Teachers should Teachers should use authentic and workplace-based material focused on communication, practice, and strengthen the core language skill needed in each profession. And also, collaboration with industry would make ESP learning more relevant and useful for students. So, that's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.